experience is the experiment.
All right, so we're back for the first solo episode of 2023. I stopped doing them a few months ago just because it was all getting to be a bit too much as far as editing, and also these solo ones are hard because you just gotta kind of riff and speak in the moment, which is always weird and tough, but a really fun exercise and really helpful. I'm gonna make this one short and sweet. I'm gonna be getting back to doing this every Friday again. I saw a nice reaction to them, and they were super cathartic for me. And yeah, what more reason do I need than that? So 2022 was a wild year. I found my purpose, I guess you can kind of say. I've been doing music for so long and drumming and producing and it's my life. It's everything that I love revolves around music and making music, and my whole life, everything. And I think I was kind of getting to this point where I was feeling nervous because I wasn't getting everything I needed just from trying to be an artist or a producer. I loved it. It was incredible, and it was an amazing path to get to it. But I didn't feel it was living up to the expectations that my 7-year-old or 15-year-old self had of what it was going to be like to try to be a rock star. And I started to realize that, yes, making music, it will always be the number one thing for me and the most important, but that I needed a little bit of a shift. I needed a new perspective. And of course, life gives you what you're looking for sometimes. And when all that happened, my girlfriend Elle brought up the idea for me to start a podcast, got me this sign for my birthday. My cousin designed it randomly, like a day or maybe the day of that Elle said that to me, just sent me this random logo with a slogan or a phrase that I was using in these videos I was making. And everything just kind of came together. And one of the things I've always been really uncomfortable with was meeting people that I looked up to. I think I had this issue where I was dehumanizing people to an extent where I thought they had something that wasn't obtainable. And now, a year and a half later, I can surely tell you that is not the case. Everybody is so human, and we all have an opportunity to get to wherever we want to go. It just, are you willing to work unbelievably hard and not skip steps and do whatever it takes to get to where you want to go, and also find a way to do it sustainably? And that's a big thing that I learned this year. I would say probably my biggest takeaway from this whole entire experience or this whole past year is sustainability. Whether that was from the conversations I had with people who found their version of that and made a beautiful life out of it, or whether it was from my downfalls with that and, burning out, just like what I was talking about with these episodes. I had a really tough time continuing, and now I'm realizing that is in adversity, or I don't even know if that's the right word, that's something that I have to combat. That's not something that I can just leave be and be okay with the uncomfortability that comes with it. Not if I want to be the best version of a podcaster and a speaker and a friend and a host that I can possibly be. So this is me kind of combating that. This is me trying to get better and continue to learn. And I know this year is going to be absolutely insane. And some of these people that I'm talking to come on the podcast are people that if I went and told my younger self that this was happening, I would say bull fucking shit. That's not true. That's not possible. You don't have what it takes. Or that's not where you were going. How could you do that? What is happening? None of it would make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me now. But I'm so proud of the people I've started to surround myself with, and of myself and of this podcast. And I can't wait for this next year. It's going to be insane. It's going to be challenging. And it's going to be incredible. Thank you guys. Thank you for sticking with me this past year. Thank you. If you're new, it's good to meet you. I'm Loverboy. And hopefully you guys enjoy this podcast as much as I do. Thank you. I love you. And I will see you next Friday. Goodbye.
The experience is the experiment.